If you want to see some sensible transfers for your team, The Athletic are covering every club listed here. And you can get 40% off an annual subscription to start reading today. Two German managers will face off in the Champions League final for the first time since 2012-13, when Jupp Heynckes' Bayern beat Jurgen Klopp's Borussia Dortmund. Bayern secured a treble that year, and Hansi Flick will be looking to achieve the same feat in Lisbon on Sunday. Thomas Tuchel has guided Paris Saint-Germain to their first Champions League final ever, having previously gone furthest in 1994-95 when they were beaten in the semi-finals, losing to AC Milan. Flick has already made history. No coach has previously won their first 7 Champions League fixtures, and both teams are unbeaten in their last 12 games. So here are 3 areas where the match may be decided. Bayern defend with a high line, looking to compress the pitch to aid their midfield and wide pressing structure. With Manuel Neuer sweeping behind and the excellent pace of Alphonso Davies and David Alaba, this generally works well. But they can be exposed. On the right-hand side, the pairing of Joshua Kimmich and Jerome Boateng is not as quick, and they are shielded by midfielder Leon Goretzka, who is expected to be more progressive in his movements up the pitch. As this Champions League defensive action map shows, Bayern push up on the right and try to cut off opposition attacks at source, while on the left, the pace of Alaba and Davies mean they can recover if the ball goes over the top. This Champions League shot assist map, showing where passes that precede shots originate but excluding corners, demonstrates that Bayern are vulnerable to long balls into the channels on both sides. They concede mostly in the middle from pullbacks from the right-hand side. Stars show goals because their defence hasn't recovered. In Neymar, Kylian Mbappe and Angel Di Maria, PSG have the pace to exploit this positioning. Neymar dropping off will naturally bring the Bayern defence forwards anyway, and should Bayern be turned over while Kimmich is in the attack, PSG can get in behind on Bayern's right. So there is an argument for bringing in Benjamin Pavard at right back, despite the fact that he's coming back to full fitness. His greater pace would help defend the right flank, and Kimmich would offer more cover as a midfielder than Goretzka on the right-hand side of the pivot. It's a gamble though, and one that Flick may want to avoid. PSG fielded 2 very different midfields for the games against Atalanta and RB Leipzig. In the former, Tuchel opted for a more destructive approach, with Idrissa Gueye and Ander Herrera flanking Marquinhos as the pivot. Against Leipzig, Leandro Paredes came in for Gueye and excelled as a press-breaking passer. As his passing map from that game shows, he passed often to the left back and the left centre-back, but key are the passes to Neymar, dropping in, and Thiago Silva at right centre-back. In Paredes, PSG had a progressive midfield passer who allowed Neymar to drop off and play between the lines rather than amongst the opposition, as he had to against Atalanta. Bayern will press hard, and Paredes' ability to draw it out and penetrate the lines will be crucial. Herrera could have an important role too. Given the importance of Thiago Alcantara's passing to Bayern's build-up play, Tuchel might deploy Herrera with a brief to man-mark the Bayern midfielder. Herrera is a smart, disciplined footballer, and this approach could hamper Bayern's build-up. And with Marco Verratti coming back to fitness, Tuchel has options. How he uses them will decide PSG's approach to progressing the ball. While Robert Lewandowski is Bayern's main goal threat, Thomas Müller has returned to form under Flick, and his movement will be crucial. In defence, he can press Paredes and help tie up PSG's left flank, but it's in attack where he's most dangerous. This passes received and movement map shows that he's a real hub for Bayern, capable of taking the ball and quickly moving it on before finding a new dangerous position. While he mostly operates on the right, he'll drift across to the left half space to receive the ball from the left side of Bayern's attack and pop up in the box alongside Lewandowski to find shooting chances. This poses an issue for PSG. They have to watch Müller, but his ability to find space could be very disruptive for Marquinhos, the PSG holding midfielder, or it could draw the centre-backs forwards. Juan Bernat will likely push up on Kimmich or Pavard, Mbappe will want to be high to receive long passes, and PSG's midfield will match Bayern's. So this could leave space for Serge Gnabry to attack the right channel as he did against Lyon, getting in behind Bernat to pose a threat and run at Kimpembe. Müller's fluidity and positional intelligence means that he's a threat whether he's receiving the ball or making space for others too. And PSG will have to ensure that they keep tabs on him without disrupting their defensive structure. If you want to read a sensible transfers piece about your team, then you're in luck. We've expanded the series onto The Athletic, where dedicated club journalists have written a sensible transfers style article for every club listed here. And you can get 40% off an annual subscription to The Athletic by visiting theathletic.com/Tifo Football transfers. And start reading today.